But who wants to wait as long as 254 days for a new habit to stick? I don't. You're looking at 254 days of hell, quite frankly. This is why New Year's resolutions only last a few weeks. The brain eventually forces you back into your old habits. There's a much easier way to change your habits. There are ways we can fool the brain into enthusiastically embracing habit change. But unless you know how to fool the brain into adding or removing a habit, you're going to lose the war, and habit change will be impossible. In this book, I will share with you the unique strategies I uncovered in my research that will allow you to fool the brain into changing your habits. Instead of fighting you on habit change, these strategies will actually seduce the brain into wanting to change a habit. When your brain becomes a partner with you in changing your habits, habit change occurs immediately, which means your life begins to change immediately. Money problems, relationship struggles, work issues, poor health, and many other parts of your life that are just not going well will immediately begin to change for the better once you change your habits. Habits can change your DNA. Did you know that your daily habits can turn genes on or off? It's known as gene expression or epigenetics. Gene expression is a process in which certain genes are turned on or off during one's lifetime. The human body contains approximately 100 trillion cells. Within each cell is the nucleus. Inside every nucleus of every cell are genes. Experts estimate the average human has over 20,000 genes. Some of these genes are from your mother and some from your father. Believe it or not, your daily habits can turn genes on or off. Howard, The Owner's Manual for the Brain, 2014. Bad habits can turn off good genes and turn on bad genes. This could mean opening the door to cancer, diabetes, various addictions, brain damage, heart disease, etc. Bad habits can create long-term stress in the form of financial problems, job loss, health issues, etc. Long-term stress increases the production of cortisol, a stress hormone. Like a domino effect, cortisol switches on a series of bad genes that can lead to heart disease, cancer, and immunological disorders. Some of the bad habits that turn on bad genes include excessive alcohol consumption, drug use, eating too much junk food, not eating healthy, lack of daily aerobic exercise, consuming too much sugar, not exercising our brains, for example by reading or learning new skills, negative emotions, and negative thinking. Conversely, good habits can turn bad genes off and turn good genes on. The byproduct of good habits is reduced stress, resulting from financial independence, happiness, good health, etc. Some of these good habits include daily reading or learning new skills, which can turn on genes that increase your IQ. Daily aerobic exercise, which can turn on genes that prevent heart disease, asthma, and other immunological disorders. Meditation, which can turn off bad genes that contribute to the onset of various types of diseases and turn on good genes that prevent such diseases. Positive thinking and positive emotions, which alter the brain's chemistry and increase or decrease gene expression. Habits are not merely harmless repetition in your own life. They can alter your DNA by changing your genome. This is important not just for you. When you change your DNA, you can pass along this altered DNA to your children, for better or for worse. Habit formation. Thanks to the amazing research of Charles Duhigg, author of The Power of Habit, we have a much better understanding of the process that drives habits, particularly the cue, the routine, and the reward. The cue represents a familiar environmental point of reference that sends a message to the basal ganglia that it's time to engage in a habit. This is one of the reasons environmental changes can disrupt habits, which we'll get into a little later. Once we are exposed to an environmental trigger, the basal ganglia takes over and directs us to engage in the routine. At the end of the routine is a reward waiting for us.